Hello and welcome to game number 2 of Liquid versus the QPAD Red Pandas, and this is gonna be the match that might decide if Liquid goes on in this Eizo Cup March, because you know, Liquid is one game up. They won game number 1. I was gonna say very convincingly, like I normally say something like that, but it was just
10 seconds.
okay. This
remaining.
is gonna sound really cliche, but it was 2
5
strategies and one worked
remaining.
better. No. Yeah, you know that. I mean, Phantom Lancer happened. And he happened at a point where QPAD was not ahead enough to be taking it, and they noticed that, and they died, and they lost. We're gonna be seeing if they can force out a game number 3, because that's the way things are right now. This is only a single elimination best out of 3 bracket for the Eizo Cup. If you want to find out more about the brackets and about the teams, you can go to eizo-cup.com and you can find everything that you want right there. And if you want to be no, that was actually all I wanted to say about that. Good. So, game number 2. Gonna see if QPAD can make it to game number 3, or if Liquid gonna take a 2-0. 2 rounds are gonna be played today, 2 rounds tomorrow. So this is actually the last round that these 2 teams play. If they win, whichever team wins, it goes to the semi-finals tomorrow. Anyways, looks like we have got QPAD not yet learning from the Phantom Lancer. They don't ban it out. They ban out the Nature's Prophet again for the 2nd time in a row, with Team Liquid banning out the Wisp and the Nyx. With the Coddle still in the pool, looks like Liquid will get their hands on that one if they want to. Bedrider being banned out by QPAD, but they have a plan, I would guess. They should have a plan. If they're gonna be letting the Coddle go through again, they have to have a plan. They're not going to be up against the Keeper of the Light. They're going to be up against the Magnus instead. Liquid trying to anticipate on what kind of plan QPAD has and trying to already do something against it. Because apparently, I mean, come on, if you let the Keeper of Light go through and you just lost versus the Keeper of the Light Phantom Lancer combination, that kind of means to your opposing team that, okay, you know what, they let it through. This must be on purpose. This is a plan. How are we going to deal with it? What kind of plan could they have? And how can we best disrupt it? So they picked up the Magnus because Magnus basically can disrupt any plan. He has an RP. He can do that. He can do that kind of stuff purely because he is the hero that he is. Let's see how Red Pandas are going to be replying to that. I mean, they're apparently taking a bit off their game. I mean, they're taking their time. Maybe their plan indeed already getting disrupted by the Magnus no longer being there, but we'll find out what they're going to be going for. I mean, we haven't seen them today yet with their... Well, I haven't seen them today yet. I think they played it actually against them in the first round they have. With their Kunkka Shadow Demon lineup. We might be seeing that coming out from QPAD. Thinking, like, let's just try that because we know it can work. At the same time, it's also something very specific that you then go for. So, Liquid might already know how to counter that. But the Rubik and the Brewmaster get picked up. So Keeper of Light so far are forgotten for a while. And there he is still. With the Rubik, someone that you don't want to be having up against that Brewmaster, of course, because he can steal that split. And most importantly, you want to be able to return that RP. And we're going to be seeing that happening. As Brewmaster is going to be, of course, Select's hero of play for this game. Let's see what Liquid gonna pick up. This time no Phantom Lancer. They're gonna be sticking with the lineup that we've seen from them earlier today as well, when they were up against Hamburger, the team that they beat to get to this game to begin with. And they're gonna go for the Lifestealer. So happy times for all you Phantom Lancer haters out there. You don't have to see that one again, or at least not for now. We're probably gonna see it banned out though, but we'll find out sooner or later. We have got QPAD. Their next ban before going into the banning phase, that is, we're gonna be seeing if they already want to pick up a carry hero. Knowing that Liquid already has the Lifestealer, might want to pick up something that counters the Lifestealer, just securing themselves a support that can deal with that, or any type of hero that can deal with that. But then again, I mean, what is left? You have a Bane. I mean, I like a Bane as a counter towards the Lifestealer, but if you already have a Rubik, I don't really like a Bane when there's only a Rubik there. Like, I like a Bane when there's something to follow it up with, like a Split Earth or Light Strike Array, or, you know, Ice Paths and stuff like that, or Rocket Barrage even, but there is nothing like that in the game right now so far for QPAD, and it would only be possible if they use the Rubik in a solo mid position, which can be the case, but in that case they have to be having a very strong plan for a carry to take on that Lifestealer at some point anyway. So that might not be the one that they want to go for it. I don't think Bane would really... Well, we'll find out actually. They only have 20 seconds left. This is already their bonus time, so they're using their time. A Steel Hero against a Clockwork, it's gonna against a Lifestealer, it's gonna be Clockwork, and this is interesting because Select plays both of these. So we're gonna be seeing either one of the two go mid. It's probably gonna be the Brewmaster then mid, depending on where they're gonna be expecting a Lifestealer. And the thing is, we've actually seen Liquid playing the Lifestealer solo mid earlier today, so they might try the same thing here. They had a Keeper of Light Lifestealer mid, and they were up against the Shadow Demon Kunkka combination. So they are very aware of how they can deal with that, I think. With the Faceless Void getting banned out by Liquid, of course, a hero that Wagamama likes to play. We're going to be seeing what QPAD wants to ban out. If you look at Liquid's lineup, we see that they are missing indeed a solo mid. That's a ban out that we would be expecting. I mean, Lifestealer was Arena, Nature Prophet was already getting banned out. But you want to be banning out heroes that can combine up nicely with that Lifestealer, with the Nyx Bombs, and Storm Spirit would just be one of those heroes that can actually do that. I mean, lineup-wise, for Liquid, like who's going to go where, there is so much potential purely because we know that they run the Lifestealers to Keeper of Light solo mid earlier on. In theory, like normally I would just say, oh, it's going to be Magnus going towards the mid lane, Keeper of Light, Lifestealer going towards the safe lane to farm with another support like a Shrek or something like that, but I'm kind of curious to see if that's actually going to be the case here as well, as we see the Naga Siren getting banned out as well as the Puck. We still have Queen of Pain in the pool, by the way, but might be seeing QPAD removing that one as well if they're expecting still a mid laner from Liquid to have the Magnus on the off lane. Phantom Lands are getting banned out by Liquid themselves, so that's going to be the one that they don't want to deal with actually. I mean, imagine Rubik stealing the Chakra Magic, and there's only the Queen of Pain getting banned out, and instantly Lone Druid picked up by Liquid, so they waste no time, pick it up, and this is also, I mean, wasting no time right now in this situation. They still have got all their bonus time that they want. They have all the bonus time that they need, and by just picking really fast, they are actually putting some extra pressure up on QPAD because they don't have that much bonus time left.
10 seconds remaining.
Let's see, pick up from QPAD. What are they going to go for?
Remaining.
Was it going to be another support? Could be a Shrek or Alina would be working out for them as well. I mean, just the Clockwork, you can put up the cogs, and the Light Strike Array or Split Earth Rise Path, etc. goes through regardless. Telekinesis does the same thing if the communication is there, which we're going to assume that it is, of course.
Lion.
It is going to be the Lion, though, the hero that we saw played by Liquid in the previous game. Lion is going to be their support with a lot of disable in there, but not that AoE stun that I was hoping they would go for. AoE stuns are nice, but nope. Well, I guess AoE stun, Earth Spike is still an AoE stun. What am I talking about? It's not as AoE as a Split Earth, or like it's not a circle. You know what I mean. Oh well. Lion is still going to be the choice, meaning they also can't be that aggressive early game, knowing that Lion is the most one of the most squishy targets in early on. And therefore Liquid being forced to go to the secondary support that they had in mind. We saw that in a game up against Hamburgers as well. The Lion was banned out in that game and they picked up the Shadow Shaman. Now Lion is picked up by QPAD and they pick up the Shadow Shaman. And with that, also getting a bit of extra pushing power. And in this lineup, it's actually not bad. I mean, look at the pushing potential that Liquid has with the Bear, with the wards as well as the Illuminate, which is not really pushing down buildings, of course, or anything like that, but it's still going to be a lot of AoE damage going through the creep wave and making sure that there's not going to be any creeps to deal with, and so that the creeps of their team can just focus on towers. Alchemist is the last pickup from QPAD. We're going to be seeing how this is working. It will be really dependent on how the movements are for this game. I think QPAD needs to roam around a lot, needs to try to get those fights going, because they have got that Brewmaster split. And it's going to actually be select still the Brewmaster, with Clockwork being played by Sing Sing. We're going to be seeing how this is going to go. This will be interesting. I think on paper I'd still favor Liquid. But it really depends how QPAD can put it together, I guess. So time will tell.
Ten seconds remaining.
Just waiting for everybody to pick up their heroes. Which apparently is Magnus is the one that still needs to be picked up. There we go. And I just see that the chat lead was right, or at least someone called Lena Alchemist. Now Lena is I think you can compare it to the Lion in a way, like with the disable going through there, and the burst damage of course as well. So it's not a Lena Alchemist, but it's still gonna be a Lion Alchemist. Basically the same. Both have the same starting ladder as well. But let's see who is actually gonna be playing what. As I see that my Dire... Well, let's just leave it the way it is. Actually works out nicely this way. We're gonna have Sing Sing playing the Clockwork. We're gonna have Minnie playing the Rubik this game with Select on the Brewmaster. And Jarex is gonna be playing the Lion, and that will mean that the Alchemist will be played by Wagamama. On the Liquid side, we've got the Dire side. Is going to be IX Mike on the Keeper of the Light. Korok is going to be on the Magnus. TC will be on the Lone Druid. With Fluff on the Shadow Shaman. And of course Boba on the Lifestealer. And having Boba on the Lifestealer kind of means that they might be thinking about putting him on the off lane. But not too sure about that. But of course, if you have got 2 carry kind of heroes, you have to have only... Yeah, you only have one hero that player that normally plays that carry. You're gonna have to make choices. Looks like we're gonna have an aggressive trial with the Shadow Shaman here, and of course also the Keeper of Light. I mean, there will be a shackle. Open wounds will make sure nobody gets away afterwards. Illuminate is gonna be able to go through because of that shackle, and TC will be farming by himself on the top lane. Having the bear still helping out in the bottom lane. They're gonna still be pretending maybe to still have a safe tri lane. Maybe if they can do that. They're showing the bear. TC, of course, being very safe until then. We have got a disconnect from IX Mike. In the mid lane, of course, we'll be having Korok on the Magnus. We'll be still having to see if Sing Sing is actually going to be mid on that Clockwork. I think he is, though, but it's going to be an interesting matchup. Korok, yeah. Magnus versus the Clockwork. Like, you have got an escape mechanism up on the Magnus. He can skewer. He can actually skewer himself out of cogs as well. But he'll lose mana doing so because he'll be getting the, you know, the zap thing from the cogs. There's the reconnect. And if of course Sing has got an escape as well, if he just pops the cogs, he can walk himself out, and there's no way that that the Magnus will want to chase. I mean, he can chase. Like I said, Skewer goes through, so if he's really close, he might be able to do it. But you can't really do that without putting yourself at risk, because all of a sudden you're on the other side of the wall of the cogs and you might be in danger yourself. So I don't think anybody is going to go down until level 6. And when level 6 comes, that RP is going to be there. But I think Sing at that time will be trying to go for a kill for his own and trying to get that hook going, of course, if he indeed picks that up. But we're going to see how that matchup is going to go. As we'll see Liquid backing off here. We were going to be having mini plays in some wards here. It's going to be... No, it's going to be Sing on the off lane. With Select in the mid lane on the Brewmaster. So it is going to be Brew up against the Magnus. I mean, escape-wise, Brewmaster is going to be in some trouble. Because he doesn't have an escape, while Magnus has got an escape. But the thing is, I mean, you're going to go for a fast bottle, so you're going to use the mana that you have. You're going to use 2 claps. You're going to try to get yourself a couple of last hits on your own, and then you're going to be able to have a bottle, and you will be able to survive. And the thing about a Brewmaster is that when he gets level 6, he'll be able to survive almost everything. I say almost everything, because if he gets killed off before it can split, if he's in an RP, for example, that's going to be, of course, some trouble. But that's a clap already to get a last hit going for him. As we have a pause, because Jerax need a pause. We do have indeed the aggressive trial lane from Fluff and IX Mike, and we have got some disconnects going off from Jerax and Sing. Need to restart Dota apparently. Bulb already trying to go for first last hit. Wagamama. I mean, if you look at the kill potential that Liquid has right here, like, imagine they're gonna go for Wagamama. It's not really the smartest choice because he's probably one of the more tanky heroes out here. But he is gonna be able to at some point put down the spray, so you're forced to fight in the spray. Then there's gonna be a telekinesis and an earth spike to shut you down. So basically then you only have Boba left to chase because he's got a rage at some point. And there's gonna be a lot of counter initiation potential from QPAD. So I'm kind of curious to see how this lane is gonna work out. They do have a lot of burst, so if they catch someone out of position and they have got a shackle, they might be able to kill him off in time before the rest of the team comes to help out. And that's something that they're gonna be, of course, hoping for. But QPAD, they're not going to be completely hopeless on this trial lane, and we're going to be seeing how it goes with the farm. At the same time, you've got Boba farming a bit less than he normally would on a safe lane. You've got Wagamama farming a bit less than he would on the safe lane because he's up against an aggressive trial lane. But it's going to be working out better for Liquid because they have got a safe lane, Lone Druid farming, and up against the Clockwork, he should be able to do just fine. Apparently Sing has got some lag. Let's just take a quick look at the pings. I know that a lot of you people want to check that out. As you can see that indeed QPAD is sitting at around 260. Wow, 260 is quite high. Up against Liquid, who's on 160, so still at around the same as what we saw then previous time. Can I just... yeah, thank you. Open wounds, illuminate. Here comes a shackle, perhaps. No, the Ethan Shark was there. Impale is not going to be there, and the first blood goes the way of Liquid.
I'm expecting you.
Fluff picking it up. Also landing some harassment already up on Jarex. Look at that. He's already forced to use all his tangles. Well, 2 of his tangles, I think. Well, I guess that's the upside of being a squishy hero. I mean, those tangles will heal up most of your HP bar already. But that's the first blood already going the way of Liquid. And the burst damage indeed too much. Mini not being close enough to do something. And they're going to counter initiate right now. They're going to land a stun up on Boba. He doesn't have a rage yet. Gonna be seeing if they can go for Fluff. Gonna telekinesis there. Open wounds already up on Mini. Has to get himself out of there. Gonna try to land another last hit on Fluff before he goes down. But down he will go. Wagamama gets a kill on his own though. Jarek's gonna let a 2-man in Earth Spike. Try to run with IX Mike chasing him down. IX Mike has got a horse though. You can't really outrun someone who has a horse. And he will be able to get those hits in. The salve is gonna be ticked off again. Let's see if he can deny himself. Nope, he cannot because IX Mike just gets himself a kill. And it's gonna be already 3-2-1 here in favor of Liquid on this bottom lane. By the way, the ping values that I just showed, I've got told that you actually don't have the correct ping values because the ping that I do goes through a different server and then goes to the server of the players. So it is not as high as it is here, but it is still, the difference between the players is still there. Like that's the thing you gotta keep in mind. Like it's not as high as I show it to be from my place, but it's yeah, you know what I mean. It's all good. Anyways. Wagamama already getting a kill, so he died once, but he still got a kill back, so that's not too bad. But he is gonna be in a bad shape if he goes down again. He's gonna be trying to go for a stun, gonna be trying to counter initiate, gonna be on Fluff. Earth Spike gonna happening as well. Fluff will go down, but Wagamama will go down first, so he doesn't even get the experience from that, as we also have got Mini in some trouble. There's the frog. Illuminate will still fly through, and IX Mike gets himself his second kill of the game. With being in all 5 kills so far, this bottom lane really doing the works for Liquid. And like I said, I mean, you've got then your top lane left, or your mid lane, with of course Select with the Brewmaster. Oh, he's actually going to be in the big trouble if Korok decides to go for that, but the Skewer was on cooldown, doesn't want to go for that anymore, and Brewmaster will be just fine. But yeah, you got yourself a Lone Druid on Liquid should this bottom lane fail, so you know that's your fail safe, that's your net, your safety net. As far as the safety net of QPAD goes, it's basically Teamfight that is their safety net. It's not going to be that convincing though, because they're up against a Magnus who has got a lot of teamfight on his own, so it is already looking to be a bit in favor of Liquid. But we're gonna see how QPAD is gonna be dealing with this situation, because of I mean, that's all part of the game, of course. Can't call anything just yet based on one lane not going the way they wanted, and they have a plan. They are gonna go for this. They're gonna be charging up their stun. Let's see who they're gonna be targeting. Is it gonna be Liquid? Is it gonna be Bulba? Yes, it's Bulba. He doesn't have a rage anymore either. Nice 2-man Earth Spike. Illuminate still flies through. It is gonna be Bulba that's raging, trying to go for someone, trying to go for Wagamama. It's gonna be Jarex that still will go down. It's a killing spree for IX Mike. Wagamama in some trouble. Illuminate will fly through, and that's another kill. This time it's Fluff that picks it up though, and Mini will be running himself back towards where he came from, and that's gonna be nobody of Fluff, nobody of Liquid going down on this bottom lane. They can just happily continuing to farm, and this calls for change. You can't, well maybe you can, but you shouldn't go back to the lane now that you know that your opponent team, like even if you surprise them, they got that big of a head start right now, with the kills going their way, with the experience going their way. Lifestealer's got 2 kills, he's level 4, he's up against, wait a second, Select is gonna be just fine, gonna get chased down by an illusion. There we go. But yeah, you're gonna be up against a level 4 Lifestealer while you are level 3 Alchemist. The supports are level 3, both of them. Level 5 even up on IX Mike, of course, because he's been getting the solo kill up on that Lion, which you saw earlier. I mean, solo kill gives a lot of experience, but the supports of QPAD are still only level 3, so there's a big difference right now. And even though it might seem like, oh, only 1 level or only 2 levels, that's a big deal at the start of the game. It really is. And that's going to be a fake one. They realize that now as well. Just ran out. In the meantime, on the middle lane, we are going to be seeing if Select can make a difference. I mean, the moment he gets level 6, I think he should try to go bottom and try to go for a split. Try to go for making a difference on the bottom lane. Making sure that Liquid knows that they're not almighty on that lane, and making them maybe a bit less aggressive. That would be worth it. As the flare goes in upon Korok, let's see if they can get a kill. No, they cannot. Select at least able to force him back though. Select on 22 for 5. While we have got Korok on 25 for 4. And the rotation here from Liquid going in from the back. Gonna be going for Mini perhaps. Illuminate will charge up. It's gonna be only hitting on the Mini though. Actually, Wagamama just walks himself into that one already. Yeah, that's what I said. I mean, that level makes a difference. That extra level up in Illuminate makes a big difference. Wow. Nothing wrong with my voice. I need to drink some water, I guess. Wait a second. Gonna be following Mini while I do that. Actually, wait a second. Bulba looking for an open wound step on Jarek. Telekinesis from the side to try and slow that down, though. Mini's gonna be the one they go for. Are they gonna dive this? Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Illuminate gonna fly through. Open wounds already. There goes Mini. With Bulba on a killing spree right now. Stun will still hit up on Fluff. There's acid spray as well. Illuminate will fly through. Another stun. Need a couple more right clicks to go down. And that's not gonna happen. Illuminate flies through to stop everybody from chasing down Fluff. Fluff, who doesn't have any regen anymore, but will just be able to walk back to base if he wants to. Able to buy himself a TP. Or he's just gonna hide because he's still got a full mana bar almost, so he might be able to do something. There goes the TP. It's gonna be Mini that just comes back though. We have got to split up on a Brewmaster. But, I mean, I guess the moment that Koroks calls the miss there, then they know what's going on and they will be backing off, so it's not really all that worth it. Even though, I guess, in a way, it would be worth it so that Wagamama can get some farm there. Maybe. Open wounds, Wagamama, trouble. Enemy trying to run himself away. Illuminate will chop him off, though. Dominating IX Mike, 4 for 0 for 5, and he has been in all of the kills so far. Of course, Illuminate making that easy, but he has not died yet a single time. And he is just doing really well right now. And the thing is, if you get all that stuff on your support, as we're gonna have also Magnus coming in with an RP. Here comes a TP from Clark though, wanna try to help out. Telekinesis up on Korok, gonna be Air Spike there. Here comes the Cox, gonna be able to score himself out of there though. It is gonna be Korok that can still turn around for an RP if he wants to. Sing in a lot of trouble, open wounds upon him as well. Bulba wants to take him down. Can he do that? Illuminate will fly through the wrong side. But we'll still be able to pick up the kill upon Jarek. Sing running for his life. Mini's trying to hold them back. Sig Charge is helping out. Here comes Wagamama sunning up Bulba. Flare helping out as well. There's still an RP. There we go. Hits upon Mini alone though. Shockwave going through. Sing left on 18 HP. Will be able to make it back to behind the trees. Here goes another stun charge up. Hello, welcome back, Jarek. That's the upside of being so low level. You're back into the fight real fast. Bulba will be able to get himself away. Wagamama stuns himself as Korok comes in with another shockwave, able to pick himself up a kill, double kill for Magnus right now. Shackle upon Select, who has been able to split on the backside of things, but it was only able to pick up one kill, as we also still have Sing going down. Keeper of the Light able to get him down right there, chasing him down. Illuminate will fly through. Blind the Light trying to help out, trying to keep him in this, in that one. Let's see if he can get another kill there, or if he's gonna give it away. He's gonna give it away. Belby getting that, and it's gonna be 3 to 15 with Liquid pulling up ahead, not by a little bit by far. I mean, look at the net worth alone. There's no towers down yet. I mean, there are going to be some towers going down real fast though, because basically this was a fight that was 4 on 5, because Liquid TC has not moved yet, and he is still on top of the net worth. We're going to see the gold graph going down to 7,500 gold. Oh, TP's in. Sing is going to be in a big trouble here. Here comes Wagamama as well. Korok locked inside the cogs. Illuminate flying through. That's already Sing going down. Wagamama being right behind him. Double kill for IX Mike, who's got himself the mechanism. So before all that action happened, I was saying that it's very good to have those kind of kills upon your support. Oh well, Mini, you're dead for it. You're so gone. Boom. I would actually, well, I know they're not that kind of team, but I wouldn't be surprised if they call a very early GG for this one, because Liquid just pulled up ahead in all lanes, because with also the rotation of Sing towards the bottom lane and then not able to get anything done, TC has got himself a lot of freedom here, and he has basically won that mid lane purely because of that. We have got Brewmaster still having a bit of an even mid lane, but because he couldn't do anything with his split, well, he could do something, but because he couldn't do anything with his split, basically not as much as they would have hoped for as Jarek's. I don't know what he was doing there actually. I shouldn't have been there. But yeah, because he couldn't do anything with his split, it basically means that also Liquid won the middle lane. They smoke up though, they want to go once again. They've got to split up in 25 seconds again. They've got a level 5 Wagamama, level 5 on the Rubik, 2 heroes, level 5, well, Sing's level 6, so that helps out. We do also have, of course, a Lion who's still level 4, and both for Lion and for Rubik goes that with level 6 it makes a big difference. They're gonna try to go for this though. They're gonna try to go in from behind. They will have to split up for this. They basically need to win this. If they don't win this, I think this is gonna be their last dying breath. We're gonna be seeing what they can do. They're up against an RP in this one. They're gonna be finding IX Mike first. They realize that they're there. They're gonna be able to pick up Jarek's first, I think. Yep, there he goes. Already picked off. It is gonna be a Keeper of the Light that finally goes down. Wagamama getting the gold there. There's the split going from Select, but he needs to catch up for someone. He stuns up Fluff. They will be able to find him. There's a charge up for another stun. He is gonna be going down. That is 2 kills going the way of QPANDA, and maybe they can do again. But Bulba, he's just gonna open up on Mini. He's gonna be able to get a kill as well. Shockwave coming in from low ground isn't even needed anymore. Bulba already having his rage run out. Gonna be trying to eat up someone. Infest damage not enough to kill off Wagamama, who's gonna be charging up another stun. Can he do it though? He needs to get the vision. There he goes. But the rage is there in time. Sing Sing in some trouble, running himself away. Pops himself in the cogs. Hits himself with Boba in there as well, though. Monster kill for him. Korra comes in. Gonna be taking a lot of damage. Skewer himself over to Wagamama to try and get the kill there. RP almost casted. Never mind, casted. Gets a kill, gets away on 20 HP, and now Select in trouble. He will go down. Open wounds already hit upon him, and he can't get away from a ranged lifestealer, and especially not if there's gonna be Korok, who just gets himself a double kill while being on 20 HP. Clutch play from him, but getting it done regardless. Started out good for QPAD on the kill score on the bottom lane fight, but it was still, in the end, it was Liquid that came back. The chase for QPAD was too long. They should have backed off after getting fluffed, perhaps. But then again, can you really blame them for trying? I can't really. I mean, but look at the net worth. I mean, this is just so painful to watch. And we saw the first game. The first game was very even in terms of how the game went for their respective strategies. Of course, Liquid came out ahead. They are one game up in this series. But QPAD in this game, they just feel like they're not really knowing how to respond to the lineup from Liquid right now, as they're still going to be able to pick up IX Max and get the Gem of True Sight with that as well. Hook misses, Fluff able to get himself away. QPAD trying to keep themselves in the game with these kind of pickups, and that's what they need to do too. Like, if you ask me, like, what do you think QPAD should do to get themselves into the game? Well, not team fight, but trying to get those pickoffs with just 2 versus 5 or 3 versus 5, trying to get the kills, trying to get the ganks going. And pray that TC is not going to be joining in fights, because he is going to be having his Maelstrom ready, and I think that TC has just decided to join fights. He has still been 0-0-0. He has no involvement in the 6-25. Select will be turned into a chicken, will be going down, and this is TC saying, I'm ready, guys. Now I can join the game. Now I can enjoy the fights. And you know, he's just going to be helping with the pushes, and this is going to be Liquid looking even stronger than they did before TC came to join the fight. 25-6 on the kill score without having TC involved in any of them is quite a feat, and they will be able to continue with this. It is just going to be QPAD that's going to be hoping that Liquid can make a mistake and then they capitalize on that one. We do have the recall up on level 6 already, so might be able to steal big RP or something like that. Still don't have Jerry's up on level 6, so no Finger of Death just yet, as we're gonna see Liquid just continue to farm, because, you know, why not, right? Korok has himself a Blink Dagger, of course, with the Force Staff being built upon the Keeper of the Light, most likely. No, it's a Vlad, actually. Gotta be able to help out his lone druid, I guess. Oh, Bulba. What's he doing there? What you doing, Bulba? Invis Rune. Oh, 1 hit, 2 hit. Oh, 4 hits, actually. And infest himself inside a creep, because he can get away. Vagabond will stun himself. And that is going to be beyond godlike upon Bulba, who never died. And he's been 10 for 9. He's been involved in 19 kills. And of the 6 deaths that we have on the side of Liquid so far, I mean, 2 of those have been on the Keeper of Light, 4 of those have been on Fluff. And that's it. Just the 2 supports. Just the 2 supports have died. Blink in. Skewer back to the low ground, doesn't catch anybody, doesn't matter. I don't think that matters too much. Illuminate will fly through. Wagamama will be stunning himself once again. So we're gonna have the tower get taking some pressure. Shadow Shaman Ward's helping out. Here comes Bulba again, invisible as he was with the Shadow Blade. And he is gonna be going on Wagamama. Open wounds are there. And then 1 more hit away from 9. There we go. And that is gonna be Wagamama not being able to help out with the defense. This is gonna be Sing Sing that drops on the front of the base, able to hook himself in with cogs, couldn't get anything done, buys himself back. As the bear gets called back as well, can reuse a resummon, actually almost going down. They catch out Select, who wasn't even able to get off his split. That was the RP used solely for him. Sing Sing gets turned into a chicken again, but they don't seem interested in that. They seem interested in the tower, and they're gonna be going for that as well, as Mini on the run and Tango up on Sing. And this is, I mean, this is gonna be it. I think Wagamama is still trying to get a kill up on another support, gets skewered right past the support he was trying to take down, and this is gonna be a team wipe. Oh, and this is gonna be QPAD calling the GG. Well, 15-minute game. 15-minute game is gonna be the call for the GG. Liquid, very convincing. Moving on to the semi-finals of this Eizo Cup March. If you want to find out more about those brackets and who there might be going up against, you can do so on Eizo-Cup.com. You'll be able to find that, as we see Mini getting killed off, at least also as the lifesteal that goes down. So that is something. Korok might actually go down to Sing Sing right here. He's having some fun after already calling the GG. It's actually disconnected right now. This is actually not Sing Sing. This is just Mini having fun with these heroes. Microing king as he is. But he can't do anything anymore. Not by himself. And the GG was called. We're just waiting for the disconnected for the end screen to show. Ah, I don't even know what to say anymore. I mean, this game... I'm not sure if I can say outdrafted. I think I can because it felt like... No, it felt like Cupid had a plan with their lineup. I mean, that's for sure. But... They weren't able to execute it because Liquid's plan was better. I know it sounds really stupid. I mean, that's what happens in all games where someone wins, I guess. But having no change from that bottom lane, when the bottom lane went bad, like it went bad, they didn't change their tactics. They just went for it and they continued going for it. It was like banging your heads against the wall and the wall won't budge. And you know, they got behind so far that they couldn't get back from it. Even though I think that with the levels, if Select came in with levels and they weren't having Liquid wasn't as far ahead as they were because of that bottom lane, they might have been able to take it. Still RP. That's what happens if you micro all heroes at the same time. Well, Mini, nice try. Mini, nice try.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Just gonna see them having some fun. But anyways, hey, if you wanna support me, you can do so by following me on twitter.com/SheeverGaming. You can also, of course, check out my website, SheeverGaming.com, where you can find all the VODs of all the games. Not just mine, by the way, just every VOD. And spoiler-free, might I add. Spoiler-free, so if there's a best out of 5, there will be 5 games. Etc. So you can check that out if you want to. If you're looking for a specific VOD, there is a search bar as well. You can search per tournament, search per caster, or you can type in a team name and you'll be able to find your game. Probably. Wagamama gonna be trying to go for kill, as in Mini's gonna try to go for kill with Wagamama's hero. I don't think he can though. Nope.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
And the only one alive again is the Clockwork. He's gonna get picked up now as well. Apparently doesn't want to give this up yet. Forcing us to stick into the game longer as well. I mean, like I said, this is the last game of these teams have to play today for the Eizo Cup. Tomorrow is going to be the semi-finals. And the finals as well, all casted by Epi and Toby, of course. But yeah. Oh, by the way, if you want to watch a game from me tomorrow at 3, so 1500 CET time, 3 PM in CET time, we'll be having a match for the Rhythmic Russian Dota 2 League. So you can tune in for that one, even though I think Toby is casting that one as well. They got outplayed. Well, outplayed and outpicked. Well, outplayed for sure. I mean, that bottom lane, you know, Liquid was just really, really strong. I didn't want to use the word stomped, but it felt like it in a way. I mean, 15-minute GG. They were able to delay it to 18 minutes, I guess. Anyways, let's jump ourselves out of this match, and now gives me the time to play some commercial. If you want to continue watching professional Dota 2, I think there's still some games going on. Maybe for the DreamHack Dota 2 Invitational, and maybe otherwise on Toby's stream still the Na'Vi match versus the team that's won between KP and NextKZ, so you can still check that one out. Anyways, jump ourselves out of this game, and let's see what happens. Be back.